Perseverance separates the winners from the losers in both sports and in life. Are you someone who perseveres despite difficulties and setbacks, or do you tend to throw in the towel and call it quits when faced with a challenge or adversity? What makes some people able to keep pushing and complete a task while others habitually fizzle and don't follow through? Let me ask that question again, because the question is the basis of our discussion today. What makes some people able to keep pushing and complete a task while others habitually fizzle and don't follow through? I hear potential entrepreneurs develop all this deceptive intelligence to create reasons for quitting or giving up. Some of us are so addicted to giving up and running when we face unwanted challenges and emotions that our subconscious mind comes up with excuses, attracts bad accidents and situations without us even consciously saying or doing anything. I titled the show The Beauty of Perseverance because the other day I walked into our new micro hospital here in Maryland, and the overwhelming energy of beauty surrounded me. Not so much because of how beautiful it actually is, but because of the beauty of persevering despite setbacks, difficulties, and naysayers. I began to think about many things in my life that took perseverance to either accomplish or to overcome. And I thought to talk about this topic today because I see so many people who quit or throw in the towel when things don't go their way, or when they experience some unwanted circumstances or uncomfortable emotions while they're working through a project. See, I don't believe that you work on projects. I look at it and realize that you have to work through a project. See, when you work on something, that means that it is static or not moving or standing still. But when you work through something, that means that you are moving towards a goal. I studied perseverance as I began to develop this talk today. I learned a lot of interesting things about perseverance that I want to share with you today. The goal is to increase your awareness and to help you to understand the science of perseverance and how you can control your thoughts so that you produce the right chemistry in your brain that helps you to persevere. I learned that dopamine is the fuel that keeps people motivated to persevere and achieve a goal. You have the power to increase your production of dopamine by changing your attitude and your behavior. Scientists have identified higher levels of dopamine, also known as the reward molecule, as being linked to forming lifelong habits such as perseverance. Neuroscientists have known for years that dopamine is linked to positive behavior reinforcement, and you know that ding, ding, ding jackpot feeling you get when you accomplish a goal. Recently, they've also discovered that the specific receptors that link dopamine directly to the formation of good and bad habits. This is why you should not entertain negativity and unproductive emotions while you're working through a project or process. Use those emotions as your compass to understand where you are and what direction you are pointing in. Then you use your thoughts, new emotions, and habits to change your state of mind and point you in the right direction. By redirecting yourself, you access that dopamine state that neuroscientists are talking to. That dopamine state is what helps you to access the divine levels of creativity that make for supernatural success. Check this out. According to Dr. Joe Sien, he's the co-director of the Brain and Behavior Discovery Institute at Georgia Health Sciences University. He said this: the key receptors for dopamine function like gateways that are essential to enable habit formation. Dopamine neurons regulate circuits all over the brain, but they need to be regulated too. Dr. Sien says that this discovery opens the door to speeding up the process of forming good habits and possibly selectively removing bad ones, such as drug addiction, smoking, overeating, laziness, and even being negative, since the same circuits are seemingly involved in both. See, the biggest predictor of long-term success is perseverance.